everyone, I'm Laura and this is Go Simply. And it looks like I'm about to do a workout, but today I'm just going to tell you quickly the benefits of unilateral training and why it's super important and you should probably be including it in your regular workout routines. So, first of all, what is unilateral movement? Unilateral movement is where you use one side of the body. So, for example, it would be if I were doing a single arm curl, right? Or even if I were to do alternating curls. So one side and then the other side. I'm still doing a unilateral movement. I'm only working one side of the body at the time. Another option would be, say, a side step out and then coming back in and doing, okay, so I'm only really, both sides are getting some work, but really the focus is on the quad on the one side. Okay, versus doing bilateral movement where you're using both sides at the same time. So for a lower body, just your basic squat here with no step out, so just up and down. Or say if I were to, I'm just going to put this weight safely down, do a, I'm not sure if you can see me on camera, so I'll come down, an overhead tricep extension with one weight between the two hands. Okay, and so while these exercises between two hands, or where both feet are stationary on the ground, are excellent exercises, what they do is they allow any muscle discrepancy between the sides of the body. It doesn't even those out. So the dominant side of your body can work really hard to compensate for the weaker side. So again, when I'm doing that overhead tricep extension, I have a much stronger right side of my body, and so my right arm is very likely doing more work than my left arm. It happens subconsciously. We have to think very, very hard when we are working out to make sure that doesn't happen. So one way we can get the benefit of a unilateral movement is to use two weights at a time and do just one arm and then the other, and we have to absolutely focus on that one arm the whole time we are doing it. Or to not even have two weights in our hand, but just focus on one, so just curling on one side of the body and not even having anything in the other side. When you do this, you can sometimes take your unilateral movement up a notch because now, whether I'm kneeling or standing, doesn't matter, I'm working my one side and I have uneven weight distribution. So I'm holding the weight in my left hand, I have more weight on the left side of my body. So now my core, so all my abdominals, my obliques, my lower back, probably up even into my mid back, has to stabilize me so that I don't fall over. Okay, so now I've added an extra dimension in here. So by what seems like making my workout longer, because I will have to do the left side, and then I will have to switch and do the right side to keep things even, I have also made my, at this point it's an upper body exercise, I have made my upper body exercise also a core exercise. So don't think you're slowing yourself down. You're now working two different sets of muscles, like completely different sets, different parts of the body. And you can do this with many, many of your exercises. So for example, you can do a 2-arm row, or you can alternate it, and then your core has to work really hard to stabilize, so you're not swinging all over the place. It has to hold you facing the ground. Or you can put one weight down altogether, and then your body still, it's uneven weight distribution. It's all on one side. It has to keep you from like turning this way because the weight is heavy, right? So your body's working really hard in both the abdominals, the obliques, the core, and your shoulder and arm are getting, and back, upper back are getting all this work. So please, understand, unilateral movement is excellent for our bodies. We should add it to try and help level out the discrepancy between the dominant side of the body, which for me happens to be the right, that's why I'm pointing, and the weaker side of the body, and try and even them out. Unilateral movement is extremely important. Most of us do not do it enough, and yet everyday life requires that of us. When we're walking on a slippy surface and we start to slide to one side of the body is really going to have to work hard. Also, the core is really going to have to work hard to try and keep you in that upright position. So if you're doing those unilateral movements, your core is getting all that extra work. Say goodbye to doing crunches, do some unilateral movement, and that core will get much stronger. Please let me know in the comments if you have any questions about this. I can do my best to answer them. I can even do another video to answer questions as they come up. I love being able to give you guys little tidbits of information. I know I always do that throughout my whole workout, but if you have to pause the video or you get distracted, you may not hear some of these very beneficial tips. So let me know what you think of a little sort of information talking video about this, and maybe I can add them on top of, not instead of, but on top of the workout videos that I did. So I could still post my workouts on Tuesdays, and then maybe on Fridays I could post a video like this one. So give me a thumbs up if you like these sort of talking videos, and let me know in the comments below any questions you have about unilateral movement or any other topics you would like me to talk about in a future video. Have a great day and hope to see you soon.